What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to some more 4.0 content right here, guys, with a Boa that has Avenger and Punisher on it, or, for example, 3 times Avenger on the Fury. Ladies and gentlemen, the Avenger is a real beast. And, yeah, it's something that it's hard to handle for some people because you need the precise aim. But if you've got this, you can make this weapon be so freaking effective, even on a Boa, because he's got 245,000 health. Alright, so let me just show you a bunch of awesome montage combat scenarios here in which we're gonna make so much stuff with the Avenger and stuff. However, you see problems like these right here where the enemy shield or the enemy bot will simply not take any further damage anymore, no matter what you do. This is a bug that is currently happening a lot to me, especially with Punishers, but also very often with Scourge and Spark. I don't know what exactly causes it, but it's new. And I'm hoping it will be fixed relatively soon. And if you're making the same experience, please let me know in the comment section, guys. But let's just jump right into this Fury bad boy right here and go absolute rampage mode on the enemy. Look how fast that Haichi shield goes. The Avenger is such a beast. It's such a beast. And the best thing about this beast is that it needs to be operated well. This is the ideal weapon for war robots, if you ask me, guys. And please, I'm gonna, in the up top right corner of the screen, I'm gonna make a poll for you guys. At the end of this video, please click this poll, or right now if you like, and watch a little bit of this footage, and then decide whether or not you find this weapon overpowered or actually well balanced. Because here's the thing, this weapon can be so freaking super powerful and kill enemies so quick, okay? But in order to make this happen, you need to aim very well. You need to aim precisely at the enemy, even sometimes lead the target slightly depending on the distance, yeah, so this is a weapon that benefits from you operating it well. It's not like Shock Train that does the perfect hit every time it opens fire and there's no chance for it to miss. It's a weapon that really needs you to do it well, and then you can do well with it. And that's what I think the weapon is perfect. It goes only on heavy bots. It doesn't go on overpowered setups like the Haichi, the Bolgazari, or the Spectre. Thank God it doesn't go on any of these superpowered bots. It only goes on setups that are well-rounded and well within the balancing of the game. And on top of that, the weapon requires skills to work well. If you encounter an enemy who doesn't really have the necessary skills to aim very well and, do the movement, direction changes every time something happens real quick, then you will see him miss most of his projectiles, right? And so that's what I mean. That's why I think this weapon is absolutely perfect the way it is. Finally, a weapon that's super interesting and fun to use, and then on top of that being the projectile Punisher that I wanted for so long, the heavy version of it. And very viable in the game, but it requires skills to work right. So that's what this poll is about that I told you a few seconds ago. Upper right corner of the screen, guys. Even on mobile devices, you can just do the poll with me together, and let's see what you guys think. Is this weapon ridiculously overpowered, or is this weapon actually pretty good? And it's great that you need the necessary skills in order to operate it well. So finally, something that that requires you to do well in order to do well, rather than jumping in an Orc Inspector that does well no matter what you do, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's what I'd like to see. The results of this poll are gonna be awesome. I can't wait for you guys to do this. I wanted to heal up this Bolgazari in front of me, but I already saw that he was standing still, and that usually is a sign that they are just about to scrap their bots. So that's why I did not activate the healing mode at this point. That's why I chose to wait a little bit and see if it destroys himself. Because if he does that, then there's obviously no point in healing him up, because he only had one weapon left, and that's not one he wanted. So to the left was a Spectre, very low HP. I wanted to heal him up. But the thing is, I just activated the healing before, so I'm on cooldown. By the way, videos with just healing mode are coming up. I'm gonna make some compilations where I really just go and heal the enemy team like a freak, okay? Where I really get like 2 million or more than 2 million damage points, because healing is also damage in a 1-to-1 ratio right now, I think. So where I get more than 2 million damage or healing points altogether, because I'm focusing on dealing damage and massively focusing on trying to maintain the health on my friends, right? So that is another video that will be coming up relatively soon. And I just now, today, I'm running out of videos. I don't know what happened. Normally I have like 2-3 videos always in advance so I can release them. But right now I'm running empty. I'm having no videos and I need you guys to, you know, to watch this one here. And hopefully you're gonna enjoy it. And if so, then hopefully you're gonna hit that subscribe button if you haven't done it yet, guys. And yeah. Do the poll. I need to know what you guys think about this Avenger weapon. We're gonna have some massive additional combat here, also on Rome. I like Rome. It's a really cool map. It offers short range, long range, everything you need. It's a really well-balanced setup weapon. And what I like particularly is that the enemies spawn. They spawn with. Oh, I think I had the sound too low. The enemies, they are spawning not within the Colosseum. They're spawning outside of the Colosseum, and that is a really cool thing. That you can actually capture the center beacon here and use it as a base of operations, but it can't be recaptured because you cannot spawn in the cap circle. You spawn behind it. So there's always a chance for you to attack it, even if the enemy team possesses that center beacon. And also a really well thought out idea here by Pixonic to let the enemies spawn outside of the Colosseum, having to walk through it, you know, around the sides. And you see there's just so much shock train going on that I have very little chance. I'm activating my damage resistance and the healing mode one last time, but there's just so much damage coming in. Holy moly, where's all that damage even coming from? Oh, there's another dude standing right there. Oh, where was my team? It's like literally like 4 or 5 people just focusing me 100%. Nobody else was there to help me. But you know what? We have an Avenger Fury left to use. So let's go and do that. And the cool thing is with this much firepower, on this slow Fury, like if you walk into the line of sight of this Fury, it's your own fault. This thing is so slow. You cannot blame anyone for destroying you quickly with this thing if you really walk right in front of its barrage. In front, right there, right? So this is such a slow machine. In order to get hit into you really have to allow your enemy to get yourself into this position. And I'm trying to get behind the cover here. Getting hit by so many things. Alright, so this guy over there, I think he's almost destroyed. So let's get him killed. It wasn't us, but it doesn't matter. Let's get this Griffin killed. Booyah! And what is this? Is that a Bulgazari? Yes, it is. And look how fast the health goes. This is so good. Of course, he just looked at me for 1 second, hit the button once, and his auto-aiming shock train did 60,000 damage instantly to me. That sucks, but, you know, at least with some good aim, we were able to take him out. And that's what matters for me. So here, 244,000 health on this Boa. That's some health, ladies and gentlemen. Look how much we can do with this. There's a Spectre right in front of me. I don't know where he came from. I didn't see him before. I got this Haichi. Now I got the Bulgazari. I got the other Bulgazari. Now I'm waiting and saving my shots to get this Spectre out of the way before my weapon is empty, and I did it. I got all of these guys cleared out with just one drum. But the disadvantage of this weapon, apparently, obviously, is the reload. You can do a lot of damage within a relatively short amount of time, and with the health you have on a Boar, for example, you can even tank through the damage coming in. But what you can't do is kill them when you're in reload. The reload is 10 freaking seconds, man. This is so long. You know, there's so much that can happen in 10 seconds. I think entire games have played out in 10 seconds. And that's the reload of this Punisher or Avenger, man. So really, that's something tough to get over, this reload. But if you manage to get the reload done, and you can maybe even accelerate your firing already so that you're ready to fire at the enemy with the full 1.5 times firing rate of the Punisher Avenger when they are, you know, getting in the high acceleration state, then you can do so much with this. It's too good. It's not too good, but it's super awesome. Well, that's at least my opinion. I'm willing to hear yours in the poll. So, look how many bots there are on this ground. Look, let's go back. Look at this. What a mess. That's like a freaking junkyard right in front of inside this Colosseum right here, man. Insane. Man, they're all sitting right here, laying on the ground. This feels more than just the normal bot count. To me, that feels like 100 bots or something. Oh well. Okay, we got this Haichi out of the way. He wasn't paying attention enough, so he thought he was in range. I just stepped back 2 meters, like in football with in European football. This rule that gives you a free oh man, I don't know the vocabulary. We call it Abseits in Germany. I don't know. When defenders make one step forward and suddenly you can't pass this guy anymore because he's within the, I don't know, too close to the goal and the only one front. That's what it looked like to me. I just stepped 2-3 steps back and then he was out of range and he was unable to do any damage to me. So, yeah. This, by the way, is also a setup you're going to see a little bit in the future here. It's the Thermite Wayland, because Thermite allows you to sit behind cover, heal your friends, and send rockets flying over cover, right? That's the idea behind it. I'm not sure how it will work, but I'll be willing to bet it will be an interesting setup. So, I'm just gonna say thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe, as brutal as a man can hit for more. Thanks for bearing with me. You guys are awesome as always. Manni-Gaming signing out. Bye-bye. Oh, and don't forget the poll, and also come back to see the results of the poll after a few days when everyone has voted, okay? So, have a good one.